Hey guys, and welcome to this video about Batman, the Brave and the Bold. But if you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. So, Andy Muschietti gets cryptid when he's asked about directing the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. So the Flash director addresses rumours of him directing Batman, the Brave and the Bold for James Gunn's DCU. So yeah, guys, it was announced along with other DC projects. Obviously, the DC reboot is coming up soon, starting with Superman Legacy reboot in 2025. We've also got a Batman rebooted movie called The Brave and the Bold that's going to have Damian Wayne alongside Bruce Wayne. So let's jump in and have a look what it's all about. Andy Muschietti is the Flash director, by the way, guys. Will finally make his debut in the superhero genre with The Flash, but it could just be the beginning of the director's career in the world of comic book adaptations, as he could soon be responsible for bringing Batman back to the big screen. James Gunn has been actively working on the future of the DCU since his appointment as co-CEO of DC Studios, along with Peter Safran. Especially now he has ended his relationship with the MCU with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and while he would be in charge of directing one of the most important projects in the new universe which he is building, Superman Legacy, he is also looking for great directors and writers to join the future of the franchise. So yeah, Superman Legacy is coming out in 2025. It's a brand new rebooted DCU. Henry Cavill is out, and they're going to obviously have a new actor playing the Superman role. We don't know who that is yet, but they have to come out swinging for the fences, because obviously the whole DCU is going to be built off the back of this new Superman movie, so it has to come out strong out the gate. So, considering the good reviews that The Flash is generating, and the very good work that Muschietti has already shown in adaptations of it, the rumours that the Argentinian director will continue working with DC Studios in the coming years is always present, and they're usually related to Brave and the Bold, a debut of the new Dark Knight in theatres, and the director finally breaks his silence about it. During an interview on The Flash's promotional tour, Josh K. Elliott asked Muschietti which version of the Batman he would show if he directed the film, and the director's response was more than interesting. He goes on to say, quote, "I can't speak to that yet." So yet, obviously being at the end, that means he will be able to speak to it at some point, but he can't say anything yet. So, Josh K. Elliott has a Twitter post here. He says, "Is the Flash director, Andy Muschietti, going to direct the Batman, Brave and the Bold in James Gunn's DCU? I brought it up, and his response is interesting." And then funny emoji with the eyes looking. So we're going to quickly play this clip, guys, and just see what goes on.
Andy, I want to ask you, you inherited two Batman here too. You got Tim Burton's Batman, you got Zack Snyder's Batman. And I'm curious, if you were to take your own Batman in a brave and bold direction, what would you want to put on? What kind of spin would you want to put on that character?
Oh, that's, I don't think I can talk to that yet.
So there we go, guys. He was asked what kind of spin he would put on a new Dark Knight movie, and he said that he couldn't talk about it. Is there a reason as to why he can't talk about it? Or has DC basically, their PR team may have just said, everybody who's working for DC at the moment, if you're asked about any of the projects, maybe they just can't speak to any of the projects. But you never know, he could be directing it, and it looks like The Flash is going to be a great movie, so hopefully Andy Muschietti is brought on board for the Dark Knight. That would be great. But for now, we will have to wait to see the performance for the film starring Ezra Miller, so that the relationship between Muschietti and DC Studios can continue on the right track. What we know about Batman, the Brave and the Bold so far: although the film will be one of the main pillars in the construction of the DCU, along with Superman Legacy and Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, there's very little that Gunn and Safran have shared about it. So Batman Brave and the Bold will move away from Ben Affleck for the Snyderverse and Robert Pattinson's DCU Elseworlds, presenting a Bruce Wayne who won't be working alone. The story will focus on the relationship with his son, Damian Wayne, who will already be Robin. So yeah, this is going to be a brand new thing on screen that we've not seen before. We haven't had Damian Wayne. And it'd be very interesting to see that dynamic between, obviously, Damian and his dad, Bruce Wayne, who's playing Batman, obviously. And yeah, I think that kind of dynamic between father and son, crime fighting in the real world, how would it work? What would the relationship be like? It'd be very interesting to see. The story is inspired by Batman by Grant Morrison, one of the most celebrated versions of the Caped Crusader, created by one of the most renowned artists who is working on the comic book company. So the expectations regarding the project are very high. So yeah, guys, it's just a small article here just saying about Andy Muschietti and his kind of cryptic response as to directing Batman Brave and the Bold. He was obviously asked about it. He said that he couldn't really talk to it yet. But then, is that the same response that every sort of DC DC figurehead would have, or was that specifically him saying, I can't talk about it yet, but in time he may be able to talk about it? Either way, this is kind of exciting news because the Flash looks good, and hopefully he can bring the same energy to a new Batman film. So I throw it off to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Would you be excited for Andy Muschietti directing Batman Brave and the Bold? Or do you not really care who directs it as long as it's a good movie? I'd love to know your thoughts, guys, so jump down in the comment section, and I will see you soon.